Alright everyone, welcome to another stream. I think this should be the last, I know I said it last time, but this should be the last stream for Doki Doki Literature Club. I just had to go early later because I scheduled something, and also my voice wasn't feeling that well anyway. And I had like another full side story to go. So, let's see, what do we have? Self-love. Okay. That's our final side story. Mail. After this, because I know this isn't gonna last that long, we can play like The Last of Us Part 2. Ethics. Simply put, it's not our job to arbitrarily decide upon some code of ethics just because we're the first ones to do this, to our knowledge. That's the government's job to figure out, long after we've made enough headway for it to no longer apply to us. It's fundamentally flawed to apply ethical reasoning to this anyway, because humanity's code of ethics is based upon nothing more than our knowledge and understanding of life forms similar to ourselves. We don't have ethics for killing bacteria or plants. Only the creatures that we have convincingly project our emotions into. The humans in our VMs operate completely different from us on a fundamental level, and therefore should not be taken any more seriously than a machine that's programmed to print "I feel sad." We're engineers, not philosophers. Okay. Let's see. I want to see the pictures. Yes, this was our last thing before. I actually really like this picture. The CG, that's what it's called. We have 4 more. Oh, no, we have 5 more. Okay. We have quite a bit to go. And that's weird, because we've played, through the whole game. Okay. Side stories. Let's do it. Self-love. Okay. Let's do this. Actually, before we do this, I need to make sure that the stream is working. Probably something I should have done beforehand, but it's fine. Let's see. Is everything working all right? Come on, come on, come on. Is everything working all right? Yeah, okay, cool. Sweet. Let's go. It's only been 1 day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each other since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours until she will need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. And because the passing by of students was making her feel even more anxious, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot where she could find to spend her lunch. This is because the staircase is under maintenance. No student would have any reason for coming here. It's such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. What are you doing here? I just... Yuri grips her book with enough force to wrinkle the pages beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here? I just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out of the drink I like. Yuri notices Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. It's so quiet that every one of her movements seems to reverberate through the entire stairwell. After far too long, she finally receives her beverage and then fidgets in the place of the coins. It's some kind of iced tea. But instead of leaving right away, Natsuki stands in place. She glances all around her. It's way too quiet back here. It's too creepy.
I mean, that's not what I meant. Really, I mean, it's totally cool that it's your thing or whatever. Like, I can see how it suits you so. Not because I think you're creepy or something. I didn't mean that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea.
It's okay. Everything's okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammer herself into dejection. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri.
Well, I can leave if you want.
Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap off her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. And the two just sit there for a long time. I'm back. The tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes. Even without any words, this seems to mean at least something, though it's not clear what that may be. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki is the first to stand up with her empty drink bottle.
Are you coming today to the club?
Yuri nods.
I'm sorry for being awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to, eventually.
There's no rush. I promise.
Thanks.
It's the next day. Natsuki appears from around the corner and steps up to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Today she seems to be holding some kind of book as well.
Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came to read this because there aren't many people around here.
Oh? I thought you didn't like how quiet it was.
Well, I don't, but there's no people here.
I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much different today than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter is lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to detour around it. But it's okay that I'm here?
Yeah, I don't care. I mostly don't feel like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since, like, they just all assumed I stopped reading manga after I joined the literature club. Not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly, but I just don't want it to come up again now after waiting for so long for this new volume to come out, literally months at this point.
You don't have any other friends who are into manga?
Not unless online friends count. And Sayori, but that's different because she's not exactly into it. She just likes it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into At least they look just like books, so you don't have to feel like everyone is constantly judging you by what you're reading.
That would be so awful. Especially since I hate the attention so much.
Well, it's a good thing I have thick skin, I guess. But by the way, I would totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already, if you're like me and have no one to share your hobbies with.
Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually. I was especially desperate back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Sometimes I feel like the me from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack across the face.
Oh, whatever. We were all stupid kids back then anyways. Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank God I used pseudonyms.
I don't know what that word is, I'm not gonna lie to you.
But I liked it at the time, and I got a lot of fulfillment out of it. And plus, I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. So I don't think I would change anything.
I wonder if a few years from now we'll be thinking about the same thing about our current selves.
Probably.
Doesn't that make you feel uncomfortable?
No, of course not. I don't care what other people think of me, especially someone who doesn't even exist yet. Alright, here.
Natsuki raises her hand to her face and forcefully slaps her own cheek. Okay.
That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. Also, ow. I didn't mean to do it that hard.
Yuri doesn't seem to react, but then, to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri shyly looks the other way before lifting her arms, doing the exact same thing to herself, loudly smacking her cheek. She turns red and stares into her lap, but is unable to hide a smile, as though it was a really funny joke.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know you had it in you.
I don't even know what I did that. Maybe I thought it would be funny? Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on about all this nonsense. I'll let you get to your reading.
Oh, alright. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then.
The conversation ends quickly and Natsuki opens her book. The two read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour. But the whole time Yuri feels distracted by a twist of regret over having so abruptly forced the end of their conversation. You're back.
Yeah, I'm here to lay low again.
Another day passed. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more.
Hey, did you buy that?
Natsuki quickly notices a bottle of iced tea on the staircase where she normally sits. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact.
What? Like for me? But you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up?
Well, I would have just drank it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do.
No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought, never mind. What I meant to say is thank you. And that it's a really nice gesture.
It's okay. It's okay if you don't feel that way.
I do. It was the other things that I didn't mean. I swear. Please believe me.
Yuri pauses then nods. Talking is hard. I get it wrong a lot too. So I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes the drink. Knowing Yuri, she was probably overthinking it, so much that Natsuki's tepid response filled her with self-doubt.
I'll do something nice for you next time.
Please don't feel obliged. Obligated.
I want to. I want to do nice things too.
Okay. Thank you.
You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice.
I'll do it then, too. Natsuki sighs.
Nothing. It just reminds me how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately.
Is that why you've been coming here?
Well, no, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There are just other things I'd rather be doing during lunch lately. Like, I like being around them when we're all just having fun, but they also can't take anything seriously. So when I'm, I don't know, feeling nervous, then their attitudes just really get in my nerves. It's only gotten worse ever since I joined the literature club.
How come?
I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good with just putting up with it, because it would be so stupid to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something. But I just have a hard time doing that lately. But it's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna demand for everyone around me to change.
But...
Yeah, I know. Monica and Sayori don't really agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say that you should just communicate your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it.
It's okay. I like listening.
What? Listening to other people's problems?
Yes.
Aha, that's weird. Sorry.
I just like learning about people. Do you think it's weird?
No, that's not weird. I probably just misunderstood, so... I don't know, does that mean I should keep going?
If you'd like.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now.
What are some things you like about your friend?
A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like after school and on the weekends. And they really like my baking. And it's fun to complain about school together. They make me laugh a lot. And we have a lot of good memories and inside jokes.
Oh. I'm bad at a lot of those things.
So?
So, those are all things that are important to you?
Well, kind of. But they're not things I need to get out of everybody. Everyone in the club is different from that. But I'm still friends with them too.
Well, Sayori really likes your baking, and she makes you laugh, and she complains a lot.
That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends.
Well, unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings.
Excuse me? How about you don't talk that way about my friends that you don't know anything about?
Natsuki stands up. No, wait. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say something bad. Please don't leave. Natsuki sighs and shakes her head.
It's fine. As long as you understand you can't judge people like that.
I'm sorry. Natsuki sits back down.
You just can't compare friends like that and measure who's better than who. Everyone's different.
I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. A moment of silence stretches between them.
They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun.
I don't like that.
Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not.
You like it?
Just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts, like how Monica can. She's good at these things.
Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's what Monica and Sayori never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong, and they're all like, "Oh, what's wrong? Is everything okay?" I just want my mind I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide myself if I want to talk about things. Not the only one who understands that is you. So you shouldn't really be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think.
Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything.
I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot would make a good listener.
Thank you. Also, you're also nice.
It's really hard for me. It doesn't come out naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who can just say whatever's on their mind. But I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset or want to say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to understand. You don't have to answer that. I'm just talking to myself.
Yuri nods and remains silent. Natsuki notices her fidgeting with the pages of her book.
How come you like reading so much?
Oh, well, a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it so easily. It's so immersive, like I want to be part of it. I think there are a lot of things that people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated, especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it, and I have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. I always feel like I want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways that I've never felt with real people. So in that way, it can sometimes feel more than real life.
Really? It's that hard for you to be around people, like, all the times?
Fairly often, especially in group settings. When people making all kinds of conversation and saying jokes and all of that, I don't know what to do. I just disengage.
Oh, doesn't that get lonely?
I don't think so. I can still enjoy spending time with people one-on-one, and I have online friends too, of course.
Do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books?
All the time. Sometimes so badly it makes my heart ache.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
A lot. Like, more than anything.
After Natsuki mutters that, silence fills the stairwell once more. But it's mutual silence. One full of understanding. Okay. There we go. Part 1. Ready for part 2 of self-love? Okay. Any mail? No. Okay. Of course nothing here is added, right? Yeah, this is all finished. Okay, interesting. Oh, look at this. Cute. Two more poems. Maybe the last two poems are gonna be in the other one. Wait, there's three CGs left? But I haven't even... What? What have I missed? Okay, mate. I don't think all three of them are gonna appear in this last one, but we'll see. Okay, self-love part 2. Let's go. I'm excited. This is the first time there hasn't been like an argument in a side story.
Hey.
Oh, hello. I almost thought you weren't coming today.
Well, yeah, well.
Lunch is almost more than halfway over. Natsuki had typically been meeting Yuri in the stairwell much earlier, since it had been a good way of dodging her friends when she didn't feel like seeing them. Today she's holding a large plastic container in both hands.
Today I ran into my friends, so I hang out with them for a while.
Is that so?
Yeah. I was in a good mood today, so I figured I should. I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had to come up for with an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I had way more of these than I know what to do with, so I figured I would share them. I would share with them too.
And she sits down. Natsuki opens the lid of her container. You made cupcakes.
You know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it was about time again. You can take one if you want.
Yuri takes a cupcake and carefully twirls it between her fingers. It's brown with dark green frosting, immaculately shaped into a floral pattern and topped with some kind of glittery powder. How pretty. I just ate, so I might not be able to finish it. Are they for the club?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it. I just made them.
I just thought that because green is Monica's favorite color, right?
Well, yeah, but that's not really.
Yuri takes a small bite. This is green tea flavored. Aww.
Oh, they made the green tea flavor.
That's cute. That's cute. I love green tea.
Oh, do you? It was just a random idea I wanted to try, so... Don't laugh at me.
I'm not. I just felt happy.
Oh, sorry. Usually when... Never mind. What I mean is I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. I just wanted to do something nice.
Aw, this is the nice thing. Okay.
And this is something I happen to be good at. And I do know that you like them from past experience.
Yuri turns red, recalling the time she treated herself rather generously to Natsuki's cupcakes. Ironically, her mouth is too full of cupcake for her to stammer an excuse, so she just settles for a disapproving look. How did you get into baking?
Oh, well, I don't know. It kind of just appealed to me. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga with a lot of baking, so I got like super into it for a while. I was probably making stuff almost every day. But it's something that I always knew I liked anyway. And it's like, baking is like art. But when you get good at it, it gets more delicious too.
I'm struggling to imagine myself putting my heart into something so artistic, knowing that it would just be eaten afterwards.
Yeah, maybe you're just too practical for that.
I think I prefer to be on the receiving end.
That's my other favorite part about it. It's something I can do that makes a lot of people happy, like unconditionally. Everyone is always so thankful, and in that moment, you get to feel like the bringer of joy. I don't know, it just makes me feel...
Valued?
Yeah, I guess that.
So you were able to make up with your friends today?
There wasn't really anything to make up with them about. We weren't fighting or anything.
You weren't? Maybe I misunderstood.
It only turns into a fight if I lose my cool, and that's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse.
So, they're not going to stop?
I mean, it only happens sometimes anyway. It's just the way they are. I'm the only one who ever has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now, and I don't feel like hanging out with them.
Oh, I see. The cupcake's empty foil wrapper audibly crinkles as Yuri clenches a fist. I'm glad the situation is resolved, and that you didn't have to avoid them anymore.
Yeah, me too. And I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on.
Yeah.
I know that Cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've done for me, but it's the least I can do. So you can have, like, the rest of them.
Natsuki grabs a box and slides it over to Yuri's feet. Yuri stares at the box. Then she shakes her head and slides them back. You should save them for your other friends.
But I made them for you.
Natsuki's voice whines as she protests. I know. And I like them very much, exactly as you thought. You succeeded. But I know you care about making your other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not gonna take it away from you.
No, they were for making you happy.
You make me happy. You're worth more than cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you and be your friend. Without warning, tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. She pulls her knees to her chest and starts sobbing into her arms. Natsuki,
I'm such a bad person.
Yuri stammers, feeling panicked. I didn't mean to say something bad. Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her tears.
You didn't. I just...
Natsuki tries to choke back her sobs, but struggles to speak through them.
I just really hate myself sometimes. It feels so wrong when you say those nice things to me, like I don't deserve it.
I'm sorry.
No, I am. I'm so difficult, and I can't think of a single reason about myself that somebody would like. I hated myself for bothering you during lunch. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do the things you wrote about in the letter. If I tried in this club, Sayori and Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal out of it.
Natsuki snorts in laughter. Don't laugh at me.
Sorry, I like that. That's all.
Oh, well, I meant to...
I know you did.
Natsuki gives Yuri an endearing look.
I needed it.
As the conversation lapses, Natsuki again slides her box of cupcakes over to Yuri.
Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore.
Are you sure? Natsuki nods.
I'm sure.
I will then. I'll enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads through her. She holds on to a feeling that knowing it will give her courage. Ah, you're here first today.
Mm-hmm.
And you brought reading material.
Mm-hmm.
Natsuki is sitting in her usual spot, this time holding a volume of manga while reading her lunch while her lunch sits beside her. Yuri sits down as well and opens her own book.
It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. It's like such a big part of your life, and then one day there's just nothing left. It makes you feel so empty.
Unfortunately, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of this series.
That sucks.
But there's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I'd want it to go on forever.
Maybe, but there's some things that I wish could.
On the other hand, have you ever read something that's overstayed its welcome?
Yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing that I've read that got pretty unbearable, like halfway through, and the ending really sucked. So it sucks when something good has to end, but it sucks when they just keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. I guess it sucks either way.
Well, that's the nature of all things. They come to an end. The two fall silent. They slowly eat while making their way through their respective reading material, except Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching her food at all.
You don't go out during the weekends, right?
Excuse me?
Like with friends at the mall or downtown or whatever.
I'm not a total shut-in, you know.
Oh, my bad for making assumptions.
Well, I'm sure I like to go less often than other people, like you and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends and arbitrarily spend time like that. I'm usually meeting with my board game group.
Board game group?
It doesn't matter, it's just more nerdy stuff. Why do you ask anyway?
I was just curious. I just realized that I couldn't picture it, so I was curious.
Yuri looked at Natsuki and realized that she's shaking.
Don't look at me like that.
Sorry. Natsuki pulls her knees into her chest and puts her head down.
I can't take this.
Did I do something? Yuri gets flustered, her mind racing over what she may have said or done.
I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them.
Good job. Honestly, Natsuki, it's for the best. Look, it's gonna feel horrible taking out all the toxic people in your life because, you know, there are times that you like it, but at the end of the day, if they don't make you a better person, then you can't, they shouldn't be there. And it's gonna suck at first, but trust me, your whole person is just going to be better in the future. You just have to trust me on that.
I texted them earlier telling them, and I just blocked them because I'm so afraid of their responses, and now it feels like I'm dying inside.
Oh, I'm sorry. Totally unsure of what to do, Yuri can find any words of support to offer. Meanwhile, the sound of Natsuki's unusually hard breathing fills the air. Then she speaks again, barely above a whisper.
Help me. I feel sick. I want to hit my head against things. Please help. I can't take this.
You may be having a panic attack. With that realization, Yuri's demeanor suddenly changes. I have experience with this, so I'll help you through it, okay? Natsuki meekly nods through her rapid breath, head still buried in her knees. Yuri slides herself over to Natsuki and sits on the step behind her. Then she puts her hand on Natsuki's shoulders. Can you feel my hands? Natsuki nods. Her shaking becomes more and more apparent through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe right now. You're in a good and safe place where nothing can hurt you. Natsuki nods once more. Although Yuri is only touching Natsuki's shoulders, she can practically feel her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breaths and breathe along with me. Let's breathe now. Yuri takes a deep, slow breath. Beneath her hands, she feels Natsuki's shoulders rise as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Natsuki's breath shakes on the way out. That's good. Let's keep going. Yuri breathes in once more and Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few more cycles while Yuri closely monitors. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rest more of her weight into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on the feeling of your breaths going in and out, and the weight of my hands on your shoulders. You're in a safe and comfortable place. Minutes pass in silence. By now the worst of it has come, but Yuri is determined to not move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off her knees and is breathing as mostly steadied. Then she takes a final deep breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretches her arm.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is.
You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you.
Is that going to keep happening?
It may or may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it will naturally get better over time. Natsuki motions to sit back down again, so Yuri moves over. Yuri turns away to pick up her open book from the dusty floor, which she had hastily set down earlier. She brushes the dust off the cover.
I don't think I could have gotten through that alone.
This is cute. I really like this story. You're not alone. Feeling shy again, Yuri speaks into her own lap. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. Aww. As she says that, Yuri tenses up. It's rare for her to so openly share her thoughts, but something about Natsuki of all people makes her feel so much more natural to do so. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Natsuki is so timid and uncertain of herself. Natsuki does such a good job at hiding it that she takes a long time for Yuri to finally realize it, and because of that, Yuri is able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would have wanted, demonstrating that you deserve the love of others. If you can accept that for the first time, then perhaps you can begin with the tumultuous journey of learning to love yourself. Oh! I really like this one. This one's cute. Okay, I like this one a lot. Oh wow, okay.
Do you really mean that? You're probably gonna regret saying that if you do.
How so?
Because I'm probably gonna get a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. So you're giving me permission to be as annoying as I can. I want to drag you around to a lot of places.
I see.
But you've already said it, so you can't take it back now.
Well, I suppose I have no choice than to accept that responsibility then. This is so cute. This might be my second favorite or third favorite.
I know a good ice cream place.
Oh?
That means you'll finally figure out your favorite ice cream flavor.
Oh, that's true. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? The first day that you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor. But for me, you said you had no idea.
Seriously? I don't remember that at all.
I remember it.
Oh wait, yes I do. It was probably green tea.
Yuri shakes her head. It's a good guess, but my favorite is usually to get chocolate and raspberry together. Wow, okay. She exotic like that.
Chocolate and raspberry? How fancy.
How is that fancy?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I guess I should have guessed something like that.
Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry.
Hey, strawberry is my favorite.
What a coincidence. I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have a sick feeling in my stomach, but it's easier to now convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing?
Not that I know of. There's nothing that will make this easy for me. You already did more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote. But I feel like we're way past that at this point. I don't even know what to talk about. Except that I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit better. The way I like to be treated. And the kinds of friends that I want to have. That's why I wanted to start coming here in the first place, even though I was so scared of having more problems. I thought that it was a coincidence that I ran into you and that you ran into me here initially. Oh, well, not exactly.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Aww. She planned it. That's so cute. Oh.
I may have tracked you down first, with the help of Sayori.
Cute. So cute. But you said...
I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to you know what I'm saying.
Well... I guess that you worked up the courage. I'm glad that you worked up the courage, even if it was in your own way. I can tell that you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave, and it will make things better in the long run. That's right. She's right. I have a cut on my lip. I don't know why. It stings, man. I think anyone would be proud for you for it.
Anyone? You mean like you?
Yes, like me.
You know, I could get used to this. As long as you don't tease me too much.
Fine.
Just a little then.
That's fine. I don't know how uncertain everything feels to you right now. But I really do think that you're good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings.
Thanks. It feels nice to be reassured.
The two girls continue their conversation through the remainder of lunch, but a new feeling hangs in the air, a feeling of greater certainty in their path forward. In just a few hours there will be another literature club meeting where the 4 club members will happily spend time together. Each of them, all of their own special qualities, have something unique that they deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself, Since she's about to finish her long-running series, it would be best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this week it would be a good time to visit the bookstore. Together. Aww. That's it. Okay. Wow, we finished. Oh, there's more. Oh, let's go. We have more, people. Oh, yes. We get one with all of them. Oh, you don't know how happy that makes me. This lying. Like, look, it says 6 stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it has this. Oh, yes, I'm so happy. Because I was like, wait, that's it? Because, look, we haven't received any mail. Okay, first off, we need to change your picture. Because I really like the one that we got. This one. This one is cute. Yes. Yes. Wait, let me look at my pictures. Okay. I really like the Monica and Sayori one. I really like the Yuri and Sayori one. I really like the Natsuki and Monica one. I like this one's alright, the Natsuki and Sayori. The Monica and Yuri's cute, and then I really like the Natsuki and Monica one. You know, it does make you think though, if this happened beforehand, I would think, cause like the thing is, when you go into the literature club as yourself, they don't act as close, which makes you think, what happened? Like, are these side stories not like canon to the story? Is that what it's saying? Because they seem so close in these side stories, but then when you meet them in the club, they're not, you know, they're not like that. Okay, I'm excited now because we actually have an extra thing. Equals. I'm ready.
Okay, everyone. We're gonna be taking a break from the usual activities today. I was thinking, since people are starting to talk about the festival, it's a good time to go over the general direction of the club and all that. I think it could figure out what to do for the festival, you know? Oh, Sayori and I already came up with a really good plan. Really? For the festival? Yeah, so the plan is this, okay? You and Yuri collect information ahead of time on which clubs and classes are doing food booths, and we make a map on the most efficient route so we can get the most of them before the lines get too long.
Sayori, I love you so much.
Hey, that has nothing to do with the club. Well, you have to let me finish. Okay, fine, go ahead. So, we get all the food we can, then we come back here and we all eat together. That's all. Wow, I got tricked twice by the same joke. Boo, don't be a hater. It's not like you can come up with anything better. Look, even Yuri was thinking about it.
No, I wasn't. I would really prefer to do something literature related. We can eat anytime together. A festival is the unique opportunity. Besides, it's been a while since we've seen any new interest in the club.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing. We really got a shot at showing people what the literature club is all about. I'll tell you what, we can do both, right? We can make time for your food mission and still put a public event. Oh my gosh, yes. I was just joking, but that's a really good idea. Well, I'm glad that's settled. I think the question is, how come with an event that demonstrates everything that you can get out of all the literature club? Well, that's kind of tough. so that's kind of tough. Everyone gets something different out of the club. Okay, how about this? Let's go around and have each of us talk about what we've gotten out of the club so far. That could really help us figure out what kind of reputation we want to build. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's too embarrassing.
Oh, but you have so much to talk about.
That's exactly why. I'm sure Natsuki feels the same way.
Well, maybe I didn't plan on arguing against it or anything. I mean, it's the literature club. We get to talk about that stuff together, right? And the only way to get more comfortable with it is to suck it up and do it.
Oh. You're not wrong. Sorry for being resistant.
It's not a good way to suck it up because it sounds like their feelings don't matter. Right, my bad. It's just a habit I need to break. Well, anyways, who's gonna start? I'll start. I was the first to join after all. Wouldn't that be me? No, I wanna go first. Fine. You can start. I don't mind. Yay! So, oh gosh, it feels like a long time ago. I think I joined because I wanted to have fun sharing poems with people. It seemed like it would be a safe way to express myself, you know? Like, it's just a poem, and then we can share it without feeling like burdening everyone with my problems. I thought it would be a really good way to get to know other people too. So yeah, I was really surprised when I walked in, and it was just Monica. And she was sleeping. Don't remind me of that, of course. Oh gosh. Yeah, but it seemed like so much fun to start a new club. Especially since writing helped me so much.
Oh, sorry.
I wanted to see if it would help other people too. But it ended up just being me who was inspired, because I remember feeling like Monica was just so sweet and mature that I could trust her with anything. It made me feel a lot less alone, having someone who knew even the bad things about me. And at that point, I knew the literature club was going to be special for a lot of people. Yeah, I felt the same way. It really helped give the club more of a cohesive vision. Yeah, and then Yuri joined, but she was so different from us, and Natsuki too. I think for Yuri it helped for me to take the lead before she was able to open up a little. But Natsuki was kind of the opposite. She wasn't ready to get really close to someone really quickly, and I never really thought about it as that sort of thing. I feel like I've gotten really better at understanding people's different needs, and that makes me really happy because my friends are just the most important things to me. And whatever new members we get, I want to help them in those ways too.
I don't know if I would have continued coming to the club if it weren't for you.
Really?
I know it wasn't too long ago, but it hurts to think at my behavior back then. I was really short-sighted. The only reason I came here was to find others who were into fantasy. I suppose that was my idea of making friends with people. I remember feeling uncomfortable because you and I have such different energy. I had such a specific idea of the kind of person I could be friends with. So when Sayori tried so hard to get to know me, I feel like I was just wasting her time. I feel like I was naive to assume that similar interests were just a key component of friendship. Sayori and I were able to be friends because she always thinks about the needs of other people. That's something I never knew how to do or even thought to do. But I stayed in the club thanks to that, and I started to trying as hard as I could to understand people better.
You really went above and beyond when it came to that, and I was just super impressed.
Well, I always hated that. I didn't know how to behave like a person who is really liked by others, like the two of you can. And because of that, I spent so much time thinking about my own behavior and all the wrong things I said. But the whole time I should have been thinking about the other people instead, not myself. Once I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. Oh, also I discovered that sometimes I'm a better communicator when I take the time to write rather than speak. So it's strange the way things turned out. It's so far different from anything I've ever expected, but I'm happy. I guess we don't always know what we really need.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute. I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, please don't do that, Sayori. Besides, I'm not cute.
Hey, isn't that my line?
Oh, well, for me it's actually true, so
What are you saying?
nothing. I just finished my part, so somebody has to take their turn.
My heart. Sayori, take some deep breaths. Okay, fine, I'll go. Yuri, I can't believe you were complaining about doing all this and still went before me. What a show-off.
I was just following up on Sayori. It was the easiest way to get it over with.
Besides, you left out the most important thing you get out of this club.
I did?
Yeah, a regular supply of your favorite cupcakes. Oh no, I forgot that too. I'm a traitor to the cupcake queen.
Oh, I love Sayori.
Neither of you are forgiven. Looks like only Monica will be getting cupcakes next time. No! I can't eat that many cupcakes. Yeah, true. Only Yuri can.
Hey.
Anyway, I'm just putting off talking. Well, it's kind of hard to talk about this stuff. But I guess when it comes down to this, that I'm in a much better place mentally than I was when I first joined. And that's because everyone helped me to realize that I really had some toxic friendships going outside the club. It was honestly a really painful thing to go through. Having to cut them out, it still hurts to think about. Natsuki, I'm sorry. It's fine. I knew it was for the best, and I was right. I guess, for me, it's all about the feelings. I was only ever ridiculed for having feelings, so I thought about the right thing to do was just to ignore them. It took me a really long time to realize that it's not really how things are supposed to work. And I guess that's thanks to everyone who took their time to respect my feelings, even when I was like being the biggest jerk. I'm really sorry for being such a jerk to everyone. I was really the worst.
Natsuki's voice chokes a little.
We all love you, Natsuki. I just hate I was like that. Everyone did so much for me, and I feel like I could never do anything in return. That's not true. Natsuki, you've done a lot more than you think. This club really wouldn't be the same without you. I mean that. Remember how judgmental I was when you first showed up? It was like I couldn't accept anything other than my own idea of what a literature club was supposed to be. Apparently, that was more important to me than the opportunity to bring you some happiness. You really taught me that anything that makes someone happy is worth of respect.
Sorry.
You even inspired me to start playing the piano, and that means a whole lot to me. So there's no need to put yourself down. Okay.
Natsuki wipes her eyes.
You helped me a lot too. It's so fun to have you around. And you helped me to become a better person. Having a problem doesn't make you needy or inconvenient. It means there's something that needs to be better for you, and you always deserve that.
I agree. Seeing one of us have the same struggles made me feel a better person as well. I wouldn't want to change anything about our time here. I don't think any of us would.
I'm sorry I got all dramatic again. That's all I wanted to say, so Monica can go now. There's no need to apologize. It was something I wanted to talk about anyway, because it made a big difference for me. I was always such a strict perfectionist who never took enough time to believe in the best of other people. But everyone kept proving me wrong. I made the mistake multiple times thinking my way was the best way for everyone, or thinking that I needed to solve other people's problems. But I think being a leader means that you have to acknowledge that you're not perfect, and that the best thing you can do is help guide people, rather than do everything for them. We're all good people. We're all equals. I think that's the most important thing I've gotten out of the club, realizing what that really means. Sayori, what are you doing? I just thought we should be writing some of these things down. Things that the club are most valuable to us.
With a piece of chalk in hand, Sayori writes the word trust on the chalkboard.
This is because you showed me that I could trust you with everything about me, not just my good side.
Suddenly, Yuri takes a piece of chalk as well. Oh, this is cute. She writes understanding. I owe a lot of gratitude to everyone who took the time to understand me, even though I thought it was difficult for me to express myself.
In that case...
Monica takes a piece of chalk as well and writes the word respect.
I always thought I was a respectful person, but it took the club for me to realize that there was more to it than I thought, and I'm a better person because of it. I have another one.
Sayori writes balance.
Sometimes people want different things out of friendship, or they need time because they're ready to become close. So it's important to keep things balanced between you and the other person.
That reminds me. Yuri writes reflection. I've always been a reflective person, but most of it has nothing more than hating myself for all the things I thought I did wrong. Once I started reflecting on other people and not just myself, a lot of things changed for me. So I think that's the most important one for me.
That's great. We should have a whole list of things now.
Suddenly everyone turns to look at Natsuki.
Well, everyone took all the chalk. Don't look at me like that, jeez. You could have just asked.
Monica hands her piece of chalk to Natsuki. Then Natsuki sighs and writes self-love.
I don't know how far I've gotten with it yet, but it feels like things are at least on the right track. So that's my contribution.
Together, everyone stares at the words on the chalkboard.
Wasn't this club supposed to be about literature? It is. We still have a lot of literature. Friendship and literature. Yeah, you're right. Friendship and literature.
Natsuki and Yuri gently nod as well.
Hey, let's take a picture together. We don't have one, right?
This is gonna be the CG, right? This is gonna be really cute. This is gonna be either the make it or break it. I think this might be the best one, to be honest. Let's see.
Hey, you're right. Make sure you send it to me after.
Wait, can I brush my hair first or something?
Oh, you're fine. You already have like the best hair out of all of us. Everyone get together. I can't fit you all in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, everyone ready? And click.
Come on, show me the cute photo. Oh, it doesn't show. Oh. Okay, I'll probably show later.
I'm really glad we got to talk about this stuff. It's really easy to forget how far we've come with only 4 members. Yeah, I have so many happy thoughts right now. I'm getting really good I'm getting really good inspiration for a poem. You know, I feel the same way. I kind of want to get some writing done. Me too.
I think I would like that as well.
Everyone's looking at me again. I'll do it, but I might not feel like sharing it. That's okay.
The 4 members of the literature club disperse and return to their desks, each equipping themselves with a pen. Natsuki and Yuri give each other a quick glance, then start writing immediately. Sayori stretches, then does the same. But Monika is tapping at her pen against the paper, unsure of where to start.
Just move your hand.
Monika mouths to herself.
Right the way into your heart.
Her mind full of thoughts, memories, and inspiration, Monika navigates past her mental barriers and begins to write. It doesn't matter what, it's just something new. Ooh, okay. Oh, look, it's all the locations. Oh, that's it! Okay. Wow. I'm surprised. I'm kind of disappointed. I wish we got a picture of all of them together, like a selfie. Because we still have 2 CGs, and I don't know where those are supposed to come from. Because I've played through the whole story, I don't know where I'm supposed to get those from, to be honest. But, what an incredible game. Like, so worth it. I was like, what if there's not enough for me to do in this game? Because it's only like side stories. But oh my goodness, I think side stories kind of just... It doesn't show how much there actually is in this game. Like, this adds, like, I kid you not, it adds, like, 5 hours of new content into this game. Like, come on, 5 hours of new content, and I paid, like, $20 for this game. Like, that's nearly as long as the actual game itself. Like, what a wonderful game. I really like the side stories. I do feel like with some of them, I wish they weren't all just like problems they had with each other, because that was like for 5 of them at least. That's how it was. I really appreciate that in the end they did something different. It was like, it wasn't like them having a conflict between each other. It was Natsuki having to deal with their friends. I think that was a really nice change. Thank you, dear player, for enjoying our story of friendship and literature. Mate, I love it. Please, please. I love this game so much. I'm just really glad they were able to release something new. Oh! That's it! Oh, it's so cute! Yes! 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 That's my favorite one! Oh, look at this! Oh! Everyone say cheese! Now everyone make a funny face. Oh, I love this so much! This is my wall. This is the best one. This is the best one, I'm telling you. I'm surprised we didn't get a male, to be honest with you, but it's fine. Oh. I love that so much. That's really cute. Wow. Okay. That was Doki Doki Literature Club. Wow. I love this game, man. And I know I'm saying I want a second game. Well, okay, look. In my heart, I want a second game. Like, I absolutely want a second game. But at the same time, in my mind, I'm like, they've already wrapped it up so well. Like, to be honest, like, through the true ending, I feel like that was already a really good ending. And, like, the side stories added so much. And I think that's all. That's all they needed to do. I think it's perfect. I really enjoyed this game. Man, poem words. Alright, this is the... yeah. Of course, yes, this is the thing. Oh, man. I really love this game. I'm so sad that this is the end. Genuinely. 84%. What have we missed? Quite genuinely, what have we missed? Like, part of me wants to get 100% because I feel like something would be added. Yeah, this is the Dan Salvador. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's all. I do want to do something though. I want to reset this. Okay. I want to try something. Yeah, rebuilding file system. Yep. Yep, there it is. Okay, cool. I want to try something. Okay, let's exit to this cute as background. I want to, if we go into the game, if we delete, oh, okay, we can only delete Monica. Let's delete Monica. I want to see what happens. She's still there. We will stick with the legendary Shmen. Okay. Oh?
What? This? What is this? Oh no! No! This can't be it!
What?
This can't be all there is! What is this? What am I? Make it stop! Please make it stop!
Oh. Oh. And we get a new mail? Wait, what happened? Oh. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sayori. Okay, right. No way, that's a picture? I guess that makes sense. Oh, wow. delete Monica's character. Yeah, okay. Wow. Okay, well, great. It's kind of sad way to end it. Okay. Ooh. Issues caused by unprotected memory. Has anyone evaluated the side effects that might be caused by sharing a memory pool between multiple virtual machines rather than allocating them separately? I'm looking at some of the files the virtual machine one is generating, and I'm finding some information that definitely shouldn't be here. I haven't seen any evidence, but that is actually affecting the inside of the VM itself. I don't think this is a priority, but I think it's definitely worth noting. My best guess is that the memory being freed from Virtual Machine 2 isn't getting zeroed out, which technically gives Virtual Machine 1 access to it. All the info I have will go into the issue tracker, but I wanted to check if anyone else already noticed that's something along these lines. Huh. There must be... Okay, let's see. 85. We've done 1%. How? What have we missed? Oh, wow. Everyone's just gone. Is that all there is? Yep, it is. Okay. Great. Yep, I don't want to see that, thanks. Okay, great. What if I I'll reset. I wonder what happens if you 100% the game. Like, do you think anything happens? I don't think... Like, I'm already happy with where we ended it, to be honest. Like, I might just search it up, see what you get if you 100% this game, because I don't think I want to 100% this game anyway. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it off there. Man, that makes me really sad that this is over, but I had such a blast playing this game. Like, I really like this game. The story, the characters, the side stories I really enjoyed. I'll rank them actually. Okay. I think Trust has to be my favorite. I think that one was really sweet and it went really deep and I didn't expect it, and I think as your first experience, I think it was just a perfect way to start. My second favorite, maybe it's either Self-Love or Equals that I would do. Probably I'll probably do Self-Love second, because it was a really nice refresher. I think Natsuki going against her friends and like letting go of her toxic friends, I think is a really good story point, and I really like the picture from that one. Okay, then this Equals has to be next. Then probably let's see. Probably maybe Reflection, and then and then probably respect, and then balance. I don't know. I don't know about those ones. Look, that's my ranking. It's just trust is the best one, I feel like. I feel like I've seen this before. This picture? Like, I feel like I've seen it somewhere, but like very briefly. Look, we're missing one poem. Where could we possibly be missing a poem? That's my question here. And then we have all the secrets. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna do this in my own. Oh! Finish all the side stories. Oh, cute. Cute picture of Monica. I think I'm just gonna leave it off here, honestly. I don't think... I think that's all I want to do for this game. But I really did enjoy this game. And I hope you did too. It was actually really fun voicing these characters. Unfortunately, my voice did start dying near the last two streams, including this one. But it's okay, like, it's fine. I really did enjoy voicing these characters and going, like, into these characters. And I hope you did too. Oh wow, look at that! Sayori's in our chat, everyone. Hey Sayori. Well, welcome. I'm a big fan of you, you know? I really like... I really like you in this game. I love your personality. I think you're my favorite out of all of the girls. Actually, I like Natsuki as well. But, you know, you're really nice. Thank you for coming to the stream. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Sorry, Sayori. You kind of joined when I was ending, but I really love this game. Gosh, I really wish I could keep going with this game, but I feel like I don't know if this is the right term, but I would be like beating a dead horse. Like, just, I would keep going to the same thing, you know, and I would feel like I need to move on, you know? And I feel like I've already done everything. I've done all the side quests. 85% is a good place to leave it off, right? And yeah, we got all the pictures. I mean, there's one poem missing. Oh, two poems missing. I just have no idea where to get them, honestly. I've played through the whole game. I don't know where I could possibly get it. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video, stream, I mean. Please click the notification bell so you know when I'm live or when I upload. And I think I'm gonna post the funny moments of this game next, because I think we had a lot of really good moments in this game, and I think it would be really fun to put it into a video. But yeah, if you're watching this as a stream, I appreciate you. Or if you're just watching this as a VOD in general, I appreciate you as well. And I'll see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.